Fire signs, what a week it looks to be for you. We are looking at your career and finances, also your love life, and we've got a surprise third topic as well. So in your career, you are actually getting new inspiration right now. There is some kind of new idea that has just kind of come to you and you are percolating on it. It has given you a new perspective on your earnings, your career, and it is something that you know that is going to leave you feeling very fulfilled, or it has this possibility to leave you feeling very fulfilled. And if this hasn't come to you yet, then this is your cue to sit down and kind of let your mind wander. Start to download, new ideas and look at life from a different perspective. Brainstorm stuff, chuck your life up in the air in theory, and just see how you might want to redesign it. There are ideas waiting to download to you, and this is emphasized by this card here: meditate and contemplate. This is Pisces. It's very ethereal. It is about kind of receiving the wisdom of the universe. So there is something wanting to come through to you, some guidance about your work and about your abundance. I'm going to pull some more cards later, but for your love life, there is a surprising development this week or in the coming weeks regarding to some healing that you have been doing for past pain and separation. You are really reaching a point now where you are finally feeling enthusiastic about the future. You realize everything that has sort of is behind you. You've kind of made peace with it. You might not be all the way there, but you're at this turning point now. You're at this crossroads where you've got the whole world in your hands and you are starting again to chart a course to the future. There is a feeling of enthusiasm there that is just kind of starting to bubble up. Now, your advice on this is to don't let your fears hold you back. Work through your fears, this card says, and it is all about remembering the past but not being so scarred by it that it stops you from making progress. I'm going to pull more cards on this too, and also on my surprise third topic. This week, this topic is things to let go of. So let's get a quick look at that. So the topic for things to let go of for the week is being stuck in place and not moving forward with your life. That is something to really get past this week, and kind of in all areas of your life. You may be fearing what other people think about you with this parrot card of someone gossiping about all your secrets. To me, this just feels like that sort of awkwardness or self-consciousness when people are talking about you or judging you. And it is really time to find your own voice here. Speak up for yourself. Let go of the fear of being heard and the fear of making decisions because of the chatter. It's quite interesting that there are two cards here about vocalization. So let go of any fears you have around that, and about charting your own course forwards, because the Chariot in reverse is not about going forwards in a really direct way. It is about being stuck in place, wobbling around, being indecisive, and maybe a bit out of balance as well. If you have overflow in your life, if things sort of feel overwhelming, it is time to find a way to release that. And it seems to be to release the fear of change. All right, so let's take a look. Keep that in mind as we look at both your career and finances and your romantic relationship life. Let's go deeper into your career now. Wow, what a big freaking time you are in right now. Just to recap, you are getting downloads, whether you know it or not, about new opportunities or new directions for you. You are starting to see things in a new light, or you are being invited to do so. And it is something that is going to bring you a lot of self-satisfaction and emotional security. So look at this, just going deeper into this. It is time to actually let go of old habits or old ways of working that no longer serve you. Maybe you're stuck in kind of an outdated rut. And this card says the same thing. The Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is turning in your favor. So you must let things end. And it might be very difficult. You might, want to cling on to what you know. I mean, we can see it with AI coming out with tools. AI is great for organizing information, like a virtual assistant, but it is going to change the way everyone is working. And it is going to revolutionize everything, but people haven't quite figured it out yet. And so you are being urged here to embrace the new and don't get stuck in your fears here. I asked the cards to show you what good things lie ahead if you can banish your fears. And look what you frickin' got. Crack shot. So you are going to be seen as an expert, very smart, you know what you're doing. So it's time to show everyone that. You have faith that this is you. You are very, very good at what you do. There is the Roses card here. There is appreciation, there's happiness, fulfillment, high emotional IQ is mentioned there, and that is what's needed in this AI world. It is the emotional intelligence, and you have that all over you. So it is time to harness that. And look, you are going to strike the mother lode here. You are going to figure something out that is going to bring you so much reward. Sudden wealth, good fortune, prosperity, success, accomplishment. So, I mean, really hold this energy in your field and draw it to you. Remember that this is what wants to come to you. So do whatever you can to banish the fears and to allow it in. It is a matter of meditating, getting still, getting silent, listening to that voice within, and having the audacity to think in new ways. Turn your life upside down on paper and play around with it. Play around with the structure of your working life and start to think about a world of possibilities. There are all sorts of creative thinking tools. I think Edward de Bono has some amazing tools, and it is about wearing different colored hats to look at things from different perspectives, and to really open up your thinking in new ways. It is going to lead to emotional fulfillment, like complete wish come true. So it is worth tuning into yourself, tuning into the universe, getting in touch with the zeitgeist, and really reimagining your life, because there are really beautiful things ahead for you in your career and abundance. All right, let's take a deeper look now at your love life. You've been urged to work through your fears. It seems like you are at a crossroads, having healed in a large part your past pain, and there is a surprising development here that may come through. Well, there is a rebirth energy here with the Death in reverse. So this is new things starting. You've sort of gone through the endings, and now is the new beginning cycle. And really that is emphasized by the 10 of swords there. That is where, there is no more pain coming, because you have amassed all of the hard yards. You've done the hard yards there. You have all the 10 swords of pain. And now it is the time to let them go and heal. Now, the only issue there is the devil. You might be plagued by the fact that you have all these swords, or that you've experienced them in the past, and it might be very hard to let go of that energy. You might just feel it's clinging to you like a bad smell, and it's going to follow you into a future relationship, and that is simply not true. The universe wants you to know that the 10 of Cups, happily ever after in a relationship, is waiting for you. This is your task, to work through your fears and to leave them in the past where they belong. There are no more swords. You have accumulated them all. Congratulations, you've got the full set. So now it's just banishing the devilment of your beliefs in that is your lot, and that will always continue to repeat, because this is not true. So what is the advice here? Because that's easy to say, okay, great, I'll address my fears. Let's look at how we can do that. Okay, so the challenge here, you are being guided to broaden your horizons. The ninth house is very freewheeling, Sagittarius energy. It's all about possibilities, and it's also about your spiritual philosophy on life. And Saturn there is saying, yes, this might be a challenge for you to open your horizons, to broaden them out, see the bigger picture, and to feel expansive optimism. So if you are feeling pessimistic, this is something, an area for you to work on. The key word there is fulfillment. It is the reward at the end of this trial to be a bit more freewheeling and open to all the possibilities in your love life. You are also attracting in with Venus love and beauty to your sense of stability. Now, really, this can only come from within you. It can't come from someone else. And being in a relationship to try and gain stability at your roots, at your core, that is really a codependent kind of energy that becomes quite clingy, and then that triggers someone to pull away. So really, this is your time to attract to yourself through self-love and self-beautification if necessary, treating yourself beautifully to nurture yourself. This is sort of like mothering yourself. It is Mother's Day in New Zealand as I record this. But the key word there is birth. So there is this fresh energy in your sense of stability, home, family, roots. There is very well aspected at the moment to attract in beautiful things to you, and maybe through art and music and even money, and perfumes and lovely fabrics, whatever turns you on. The coffee, the aroma of coffee, there's a lot of beauty that is coming to your sense of stability, and you can use beautification and indulgence of the senses to aid you in this somehow. The energy to lean away from is the Emperor in reverse, which is really rigid, tyrannical, quite frigid energy. It's like everything has to be my way. That's where the antidote is to be more freewheeling like a Sagittarian. And that is fire sign energy. So you should kind of feel that within you, that you can identify with that energy. But just get your ego out of it, the need for control and the need for just the inflexibility and recklessness, maybe just reacting to stuff. The Emperor, of course, is a very dignified element, person when in the upright. Very calm and stable, and so in the reverse it's just the opposite of that, just like easily triggered, shall we say. So that is your energy to lean away from: rigidity and being easily triggered and panicking at the first sign of something that's not quite the way you expect. Instead, lean towards embracing possibilities. This is another fire sign element, just like you, Wands. And this is all about fresh starts, new beginnings. And it's just the beginning, like early stages. So you don't, in romance and love and your relationship, you don't need to rush into anything. I mean, this is quite urgent energy, but it's just at the very beginning stages. So be light with this. Be light. That will help you be less rigid. Just kind of treat it as baby steps, but enthusiastically. Be curious and eager and prepared to have a bit of fun here. There's a real urge to be optimistic and to be light-hearted and to be young and playful with this. Let's go to this deck for a couple more cards. No, not that deck. This deck. Well, I heard one card, and that's what we need, victory. There is this new beginning here for you, and it is going to, it's victory. What more can I say? This is a triumph over maybe a lot of past issues that you've faced, that you feel like you've been unable to get a handle on, the sort of inner work that you're wondering if you'll ever be finished. Yes, you will. You are going to get to this next stage where things are a lot lighter and a lot happier and a lot more joyful. So move in that direction. It is a matter of working through your fears, and optimism and lightness and travel and broader horizons, and thinking about your philosophy on life and being a lot more open is really going to help. And I'm going to get some cards to finish up. Okay, so another card urging you to be still and download this new kind of energy that wants to come in for you, this new inspiration in your career, but also releasing old habits, trusting that you've done enough work now, you're on your way to victory. It's just the fears that might linger. So you are going to be guided through this, so don't worry about that. And silent understanding, you will know instinctively what to do. It's a matter of trying to tune out the ego fear and tune into the heart guidance. And if you need help with that, let me know. I can give you a personal reading. Go to my website. But look at this. Luck is on your side. And you are really attracting in beautiful people and beautiful circumstances. You got the reunion. Now that is like calling in your soul tribe. Soul recognition. This is about collaboration, partnership, and friendship. But there is more than that. So not only is that a beautiful enrichment of your life, but there's also, look at this, the rose without thorns. This card says you have a right to joy. So it's up to you to really believe that and take that to heart. There's the peace and the sweetness of life is indicated. So please hold on to that beautiful, loving energy. There are no thorns on this rose that is coming to you. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. As I mentioned, if you'd like a personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. Meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love and joy for the week ahead and beyond.